right, all right. Of course, my damn webcam isn't on. Anyways, all right, chat. Let's get right into it. Okay. As you can see by the title, if you can read, only if you can read. There was a documentary that came out on Netflix, the Manosphere documentary, and it was showing people in the Manosphere like HS TikToky, Justin Waller, and it happened to show Myron. Now, when it showed Myron, people were getting mad at him because when his girl was in the documentary, which she wasn't, from his knowledge, wasn't really, she didn't know she was going to be in it. They made it look like she didn't know what was going on, or like she didn't like it, and he was a different person off camera, stuff like that. It made it look pretty sus. So of course when that aired, everybody was going crazy, saying Myron's fake, da da da, he's a poser. He just running with different narratives, and of course the video that showed the video that came out went viral. So of course Myron had to respond to it. So Myron responded with his receipts of the video. So we're going to be watching that and showing how this is how most cucks act. And I'm talking about Louis. They're regular liars. That's what being a cuck is lying to yourself. Literally, is lying to yourself, thinking that letting your woman be a man and do manly things is acceptable. So I'm gonna watch that, and then we'll either watch the USC, Myron at USC, or Nick Rage on MAGA. So we'll see how USC is going, and if it's going good, we might stay on it. If it's not, then we'll switch over to Nick. But yeah, that's what we're gonna start with. But we're gonna break down how cucks are just natural. They're not even natural, but they're usually generally liars. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Hope everybody had a great day. I don't like to waste anybody's time. Let's go.
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok. All right. Now this is the video that went viral with Myron. And what's so funny is, like Myron said, I don't know if they forgot that he was like an agent or whatever, but to assume that they were gonna just be able to get a free hit piece on him and not have any recording of anything is kind of crazy. But good try, Louis. But I want you to see the video that they tried to. They tried to make it seem like he was the crazy guy. Let's watch the video right here. We're gonna watch it.
Expects to be in a relationship. Myron's been quite open about the fact that he expects to be in a relationship.
Sam, relax.
In which there's one-way monogamy, as he calls it. He's allowed to basically pursue other relationships, but you're not.
The women that he's with, he's just gonna be with them for like a night or so, whatever. But I don't think he sees it in that way, because there is a reason why I've stayed so long with him.
I don't want to mix things up.
Chopped. Yo, what's good, Gage? Chopped. That was chopped right there. Imagine that's chopped right there.
Wait, because there is a reason why I've stayed.
Come here. Sit.
So long with him.
You see how she was literally about to break down what's going on? That's chopped. Can't trust it.
I don't want to mix things up between you, right? But yeah, but we were.
Bro says I don't want to mix things up, and then is literally about to mix things up.
Talking about in the future that maybe there's a world where you would have more than one wife, right?
She understands that. She knows that could potentially come down in the future.
Myron literally talks about this all the time. So for her to not understand that would be her fault at the end of the day, because Myron talks about this all the time. It would be delusional for her not to understand this when he talks about this all the time. Even if, say, he was a different person offline, she should still understand this because he talks about this all the time.
What do you say about that?
I don't know. I mean, he has said that in the past. I think I'll see when it happens. Like, I don't know how that will work. The thing is that I think...
But right now, it's not going to be anytime soon because I'm just so focused on working.
But it could happen, right?
It could, of course.
You can kick it down the road only for so long. You know, she's put 2 years into a relationship.
And you got to understand, dealing with multiple women is like a fucking headache regardless if they're good or not. So, it's not something like... It's not something he has to do. So him forcing this is like weird because it's like I said, it's not something he has to do. He can still stay with her if he wants to. He doesn't have to necessarily do that.
If that's your long-term plan, at some point those two realities will collide.
You know, that's a bridge we'll cross when we get there. Like right now.
What does that mean? That's so avoidant.
It's something you never know, man. You can always change your mind down the road. Who knows? Maybe I'll say, I only just want to be with one girl because the two would be too tough. You know,
You've backtracked on that already. Some people in this part
cut out. That's where we cut out. He said, "You backtracked that on already."
Man, you can tough. You know,
you've backtracked on that already. Some people in.
So it made it look like he didn't answer nothing. Super cut. Now we're gonna see Myron's version right here.
Two would be too tough.
Because he made it seem like, oh, Angie doesn't like this. She's against it. She's uncomfortable. You see, she just like it's weird. Now watch.
Backtracked on that already. Some people in this.
And this is Myron's phone. Fucking genius.
Backtracked on that already.
No. Yeah, it's so funny.
No, it's just that I think the way I see it is that we had like a sort of weird relationship in the past when we started, where he was seeing other girls and kind of like taking serious.
She understands what's going on. The fuck? She sees exactly what the fuck. She knows what the fuck is going on.
She's kind of not, and I think if that ever comes to reality, it will have to be some special girls that we have to be in some sort of connection. We accept everything,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be like perfect. It would really have to be perfect. Like,
and we are like in the same.
Yeah,
plot.
she would need to. We've talked about this. She would need to get it like the other girl. Like I would.
Oh yeah,
I would make a point that I would make a point that they would get along because I don't think this like that would be a headache for me.
No.
Right.
They say about polygamy.
It would literally have
number
to be
one
perfect.
Is that the two wives are closer than they are to the husband.
Yes, that's so important. That's very, very important.
And even then, I think it's hard.
No,
but even then, I think it's hard. Even then, I think it's hard. I couldn't do it. My wife has me fucking tillywhacking, pallywhacking all day long, running around like a fucking quacker. I couldn't do it. It's so hard having multiple women. I couldn't do it.
To be equal in order to work, I guess. So I don't know. I think we will see in the future if that ever happens. Like, I don't see it happening right now because he works too much. He barely has time for me. So I don't know. I don't see him doing it, honestly. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know.
But yeah, the thing I wanted to really, the thing also I wanted to like really highlight is that she comes from a two-parent household, strong father, masculine male, takes care of the family. So she comes from a very good background, which is why we're
Skip this whole part.
compatible. We both have both of our parents together, nuclear families. The man does what he's supposed to
Very
do.
good values in the
Right,
family.
so we have very similar values when it comes to that. She's met my parents on several occasions. They love her. So,
You know, in that scenario where you've got, let's say, two wives, right?
Yeah.
But would you also have like a rotation outside of that?
oh man, I don't know if I'd be able to do it at that point. I don't know. Already, I'm like really tired of these girls. So like, you know.
But in theory, that's something you think, you know, like
What's the context?
Elon Musk say. They always say he's the sort of template for how it's supposed to be
Yeah.
for a Superman.
But also, I wouldn't want to be in a
Do you
situation.
agree with that though? Is that how you see it? That like
Oh,
ideally
good.
you'd have like 10 and they'd all and have children with all of them.
I don't know if I'd go that far. And
Right.
especially with some of these girls.
See how he's trying to make it stretch. Context is they were Louis made in the Manosphere. There was a Manosphere Netflix documentary, and it was a lot of the Manosphere people, red pill people in it, like Myron in it. And in one of the clips Louis made, he made it to where that Myron was making it seem it looked like Angie wasn't going along with what Myron was saying, and that he's a different person offline. Yada yada yada. We watched it earlier.
Going crazy, like actually saying.
And this is Myron. This is Myron. His recording of it, the same exact moment, and he recorded. And this whole part is missing from the damn documentary.
Stuff where like he's not even claiming that kid, and she's suing him. Like, no, man, that's a nightmare.
That's some people in this part of the culture.
See, and then boom, and then we go back to this.
In this part of the culture, right, who are advocates for the idea.
They skipped that whole part, bro. Watch.
Ready? Some people in this.
One girl, because the two would be too tough, you know.
You've backtracked on that already.
After he says you tracked that on already, Myron says no. He answers that. Watch this.
Some people.
They skipped this whole 2 minute and 27-second segment right here. They skipped it, the whole thing.
In this part of the culture, right, who are advocates for the.
And that's what I was saying earlier when we started the live, is that this is what cucks like to do. They have to lie to make it seem like listening and being a bitch is okay. They have to. That's the only way you can feel good as a cuck, is if you're lying. And that's the only way you can be a cuck, is if you're lying. You have to lie to yourself and say, "Oh no, I don't have to be the man. I don't. We are equal. She can tell me what to do."
The idea of like the 1% male, that ultimate masculine, that he's
Frank, go her. Sorry. Also, I need if you could clean up the room too.
See, watch. And another thing cucks like to do is make you feel weird or uncomfortable when they bring something up about it, or when they talk about your situation.
Need some help, yeah, with that.
Oh God, that's why he recorded.
Was that okay? By the way, I always feel weird, like.
No. It's
You
cool.
know.
I always feel weird. Like, you talk about this all the time, and I obviously would know that your girl would know you talk about this all the time. You make a living talking about this all the time, but I feel weird when I talk to you about it around your girl, because you talk about it all the time. Like, cuck. Like, gotta make shit weird, because he knows he's a cuck, and he knows he can't do that shit. So when he goes home, he gotta bow down and shit.
It's awkward though.
No.
What did you feel? Felt a little.
No, not at all. No, Angie, like, she's with me on stream.
She's on board.
See, and then then he says, "I don't think she's on board." How do you not think she's on board when she just had this whole conversation with you about it? She's the one who had the conversation with you about it and told you how it went the first time. So it's like, she never said, "No, I'm not doing that." We just listened to her talk about it the whole time. Yeah, we did it last time, but it didn't. It wasn't really. It didn't really. Not that it didn't work out. He just. I don't know. Let's go rewatch. See if we can watch it. She said it.
Yeah, it's so funny.
No, it's just that I think the way I see it is that we had like a sort of weird relationship in the past when we started, where he was seeing other girls and kind of like taking seriously, kind of not. And I think if that ever comes to reality, it will have to be some special girls that.
Right. Do you see what I'm saying? She didn't say no, it don't have to happen. She didn't say no, it would never happen. She said it would have to be some special, crazy perfect, like I just said. But that's probably what happened. They probably were fucking crazy as fuck or dumb as hell or some shit. But see how bro is cooking out. I don't like how Are you sure we can? I don't like making her feel like she looks like she's sad. I don't want her to be sad.
On board with what specifically?
You know what? Like just the idea of other ladies.
No, we've had these discussions.
I saw a little bit of pain in her.
I saw a little bit of pain in her. I saw a little bit of pain. You did. You saw a little bit of pain. You did, huh? You did, Cuckaloo. You saw a little bit of pain while she was explaining to you how everything was gonna go down. You saw the pain.
No, definitely.
No.
Yes.
No.
Definitely.
No.
Yeah. You don't think if I said to her, like, you would have Myron all to yourself, would you rather have that? You don't think she would say, yeah, 100%, of course.
Would you rather have Myron all to himself?
She would say whatever makes him happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she would say.
But even if she was to say yes, she would say that. She would say that not like not like legit meaningfully like knowing she would have him all into herself. She was just saying that. She would just be saying that because she's a girl and she wants him all to type. Oh yeah, I want him all to myself. Not legit. Just shit bright as hell. She made that shit bright as hell. Not legit. Just like, oh, goddamn, fuck done. Fuck my damn setup up. Not cause she's like jealous or envious. Trying to. Where the hell is my phone at? Hold up, chat. Hold up, chat. Here it is. Here's my. Okay, but yeah, not on some like jealous or envious shit, but she would just be like saying that just because she's a girl. But like he just, I don't. She just that makes me.
You know, the time I do have, I spend with her if I'm with any.
And that's the thing. Motherfucker is with you all the time. So how the fuck is he? Like that's when I was.
Woman.
And that's what I was telling my girl. I was like, bro.
A few moments later.
It's been several months, guys, that we haven't been together. She was a good girl.
A few moments later, this is not what?
Bro. We haven't been together for a minute, and she wants a family. And I can't give that to her right now.
Myron's been
That has nothing to do. Bro says she wants a family. I can't get that to her right now. It has nothing to do with having 3 girlfriends or 3 wives. I don't know what the fuck that they clipped that for. But this is why you can't listen. This is why cucking out is gay. You can't listen to niggas who you gotta really make sure you pay attention to the cucks, because they're the ones who are gonna lie for the coochie. They're gonna lie for the coochie because they're gonna be like, I don't think she liked that, or like it's just. And the worst part is he wishes he could do this. He really wants to be doing this. He really would rather do this and have a woman that actually listens to him than deal with the fucking bullshit that he goes home to. But he goes and does this and cucks out and tries to get approval because he's probably never, nobody's ever said I love you to him or some shit. No, I'm stop. I'm just going to UK dudes let their wives henpeck them to death. Facts, Gage. I'm trying to tell you. I got to figure out how to get the Facebook comments on chat. We'll figure that out. Don't worry. I'll figure that out today. Where the hell is my phone? I keep hearing that shit go off. That shit is actually pissing me off right now. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm like, who is texting me? Okay, but nobody. Let me not say nobody. One of my niggas, but it's nothing crazy. All right, but yeah, basically just showing the bullshit that Louis was on. Bro was on some bullshit. Shout out to Louis being on some bullshit. That's why I will always fuck with Myron, because anytime a nigga come and try him, he always have some shit that show what he's on, and he's always right. When he's on his shit, he's always on it. Let me not see. He's always on his shit, because I know niggas. Like, he's not always right. He's always on his shit. So yeah, that's why I fuck. This is why I fuck with Myron heavy. I fuck with Myron heavy. But yeah, I just wanted to go over that real quick, because I don't see nobody on Twitter talking about that right now. Oh, Louis a fake. Oh, they lied. I just see them fucking going. See, this shit has 2.9 million views. Like, hell nah. I don't see nobody post this shit under here. Look at this. Now we're his minions. Imagine. Like, imagine. Are you going to post the video he made, bro? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas just want a click, which is fine. That's fine. But she got 2.9 million views, so I guess I'll be the nigga who posts the truth with Myron. But yeah, that was just crazy. Every time somebody come out and say, "Oh, I got something on this nigga," oh, he always. It's like Myron 1,000,000. Everybody else 0 right now. They're fucking losing horribly against this nigga. But yeah, let's watch some of this USC shit.
Accountable for their bad behavior. They act like morons. If you have something to say, you can come up to the mic instead of booing. Defend your belief system. Let the sandwich maker up. You got
Let the sandwich
you have
maker
something you
up.
want to say? Go ahead, come up to the mic.
I'd rather not.
They can't defend their belief systems. Okay, we'll try. Go ahead. Tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. See, there you go. That's,
How are you?
Go ahead, man. What's up?
What's up? I guess I would start like, what can you contextualize the statement "women deserve less"? Like exactly what does that mean?
Why women deserve less?
No, what do you mean exactly by women?
Women deserve less of your time, attention, your money, your resources. Let me think. Yeah, they just deserve less. A lot of that shit right there. Less of whatever they want from you. They deserve less of it. Okay, so if she wants more attention, give her less. Okay,
Women deserve less.
basically.
Don't be a simp.
Yeah, I mean, I need a bit more of an explanation. Like I guess women deserve less is like if you're saying, you're just bending over backwards.
It's not
whatever
rocket
thing.
science, man. What I'm saying is men need to be more protective of their time, energy, and money and resources and not just give it up and not just like, simp for a girl and put her on her pedestal.
So I need more context for not being a simp. Like, what the fuck more context do you need, bro? You're fucking. If anything, you should know exactly what's going on. You're in school. You should be on the internet and know what that shit is immediately.
Because
It's not like you fucking 80-year-old nigga.
Respond favorably to men that look at them as an equal or worse, a guy that pedestalizes them.
I don't think that
She
those
should be
two
pedestalizing you. That's when it works. She needs to be chasing your affection. You need to be the prize. And obviously, for you to become the prize, you need to get in the gym. You need to
Bro had to have a white mom.
make money. You need to become competent. You need to be able to be charming, charismatic. So that's what I'm saying.
Those are all like, good qualities of a man to have, especially, I know
Sure.
you were talking with the guy before about how women have elevated, but I don't see that as a bad thing that makes them then deserve less. For example, you said, a
No,
woman
it's
should
absolutely
always,
why that's precisely why you have to give them less. Dude, if you saw like how much attention regular girls get, like if you look on if you have a female friend, ask to look at her Instagram, ask to look at her dating apps. You're gonna get red pilled immediately. You're gonna see thousands of dudes hitting them up saying she's beautiful, she's a princess. You're gonna see dudes offering to fly her out. You're gonna see dudes offering to give her Cash App, money on Cash App and Venmo. Like in 2026, women live a completely different reality than men do. So since women live a different reality that men do and they don't appreciate men, you must make them appreciate you, because the status quo is that most women simply don't respect most men. Now, none of them are going to admit this, but it's the truth. Most guys are virtually invisible to most women.
And that's the problem. Niggas are, appreciate you, Gage. Niggas are stuck trying to be a simp and do everything what y'all are all doing the same shit. And that's the problem. Like you said, if you get a girl's phone, you're gonna see the 10 billion niggas in the DMs. The dating apps going crazy. She don't even really have to swipe. She can swipe one time and it'll be a match. Like, it don't matter. She instant matches all the time. Every swipe she gets is a match. So you'll see that, and you'll realize that if you do the same thing, you're just another fan. You're just another one of them niggas in the DMs saying the same. That's why it's like, I understand you guys don't like being mean or you don't want to be rude. And you don't have to be rude, but just stop giving women so much of your resources, time, and attention. It's just that easy, especially when you're dealing with them in the beginning. You cannot just, once you do that, you'll really see if they like you or not. And if they do like you, it'll be easier to notice, and they'll most likely conform to the program. And if they don't, they'll be gone in a second, because like I said, that usually keeps the crazies away.
Sure. Wouldn't better advice be to elevate as a man than to give a woman less?
We tell you to elevate as a man, which is why you give women less, because you have now elevated as the man. So
That's precisely what I'm saying. You elevate and you give her less.
Okay. You know what? You also said you don't think the 19th Amendment should be a thing.
Yeah, I don't think women should vote.
Why?
Okay. Here's the thing. Do we have any women here that want to come up? I was going to ask a female a question here. Well, come up real fast. Okay.
What do you want?
Okay, so you think women...
what do you want?
Yeah, and you're saying that we're less intelligent? Why?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What is a selective service?
Men are drafted over the age of 18. They're required to serve.
Fantastic. Now, do women have to enroll in it?
No, but that doesn't
That's
mean
why
that
you guys shouldn't vote.
that doesn't mean that we can vote. We do.
Yeah, that's precisely why you guys shouldn't vote. The
Oh, so
problem
you're
here
saying-
is that women have less of a skin in the game, but have all the same privileges and rights as men. I would argue women have more rights and privileges than men with less responsibility.
What the hell did you go through, man?
All right. Well, let me get back to him and finish with him. Then you can come back up. W for knowing what the select the service.
She's mad animated for no reason. Like, I wonder if she's on the spectrum.
Services. Most women don't, and that's another
Looking
privilege
ass.
that women enjoy that men don't.
I wonder if she's autistic. If she has ADHD,
But
she
you can
might
get on
be
the
a
mic
little
after.
I think
Just
that
finish what you're
crazy.
saying.
I think that just because, let's say, women don't have to go to war,
because they can go to college, right?
there's a lot of different facets of, let's say, a country or whatever you're voting for that aren't war. Like, I don't know, something as simple as picking just even picking a governor or whatever. These aren't things that have to pertain
Women
to war.
overwhelmingly vote Democrat. They overwhelmingly vote for socialist/progressive policies because women crave security. So if they don't have it through their man, they typically want it from the government. And what ends up happening is, since women, don't really understand competency and dominance hierarchies like men do, they want equality across the board, and that simply doesn't work. It's like communism. Sounds good on paper, but it doesn't really work in practice.
Boom, cooking this nigga.
The battle to be the greatest. Conquer tradition or defy it. The choice is yours. Track Blazer. Start of the climax. Get free scouts.
Parents of children who play Roblox.
Not too fucking.
If your child was sexually exploited.
Hey.
So, if we had to rely on the female vote, we would have Kamala Harris in
Roblox,
office
what the
right
fuck y'all got
now.
going
Now, with
on?
that said, I'm not too happy with what Trump's doing either, but I still think he's a far better candidate than Kamala Harris.
But we're
would
not
be.
relying on women. We have a society that's full of women and men, and that's why things go
But
out
that's
the
what I'm
way
trying to
that
explain
they
to
do.
you. If we relied only on the female vote, we would have Kamala Harris in office. Women overwhelmingly are the reasons why Democrats and progressives get into office. Women
But-
are overwhelmingly the reason why progressive, pernicious ideologies are pushed in society.
Progressive ideologies were pushed in society before women could vote.
But it came under the Trojan horse of feminism. Feminism was the Trojan horse, and then all the other bullshit came behind it.
Regardless, if men are the only ones voting, okay, whatever Trojan horse of feminism, it's still happening, regardless of if women are voting or not, no?
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying we need to repeal the 19th.
But it happened before the 19th.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to repeal the 19th.
That's
That's my
makes
argument.
no sense. Like, if the same effect is going to happen with or without the 19th.
No, it's not going to
and
happen. No, actually,
this
it's not.
was happening before the 19th.
It's not, because women overwhelmingly vote Democrat. They overwhelmingly go towards more progressive/socialist candidates.
Okay, that's like saying
Now, is that all of
minorities.
them?
That's
But-
like saying minorities overwhelmingly vote Democrat. Overwhelmingly.
They do too, yeah.
Okay, so are you saying that minorities also shouldn't have the?
Well, they're a
option to
minority, so
vote?
it doesn't affect the vote as much. But with women, they're half of the population, so that does affect the voting population or the voting.
Okay, regardless, if you're saying that your argument is that women shouldn't have the opportunity to vote because just based off of how they were born, them being a woman, that they're skewing votes, they're skewing elections.
Now, here's
same
the thing.
goes with minorities.
If they serve, if they do like some type of government function or something like that, or they have like some type of skin in the game, then
Women
maybe.
are allowed to work for the government.
But in general, I don't think women should have the right to vote. No.
Women are allowed to work for the government.
No, I'm saying in this example, because you're saying like, oh, why should they not have the right to vote? There would be some exceptions where if they had government service or something like that, then yes. But for the majority, I don't think women should be voting. No.
Okay, but if you're in a time period where you're not
And look,
in
if
war,
you don't agree, that's fine. Like we can agree to disagree. That's
Well, I'm
fine.
just
but
trying to break down
my
your
argument is
argument.
that my argument is very simple. Women don't have the same skin in the game in society as men do, yet they enjoy all the same benefits and privileges that men do and rights that men do. Men control the infrastructure. Men are overwhelmingly the protectors and providers, and they're the ones that secure the country. They're the ones that have the monopoly of force. And if anything does happen, men are on the hook for defending the country. So I look at it like if we can go to war, right, and the commander in chief controls that, I think the people that have the skin in the game should be the ones to vote, not the women, because they don't have the same skin in the game and can be sent to fight. Does that make sense? It's just that's it. They don't have skin in the game, so.
I don't understand logically how.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to address like your argument about the Secret Service.
About what?
Sorry, not the Secret Service, the Selective Service.
Sure.
So you said that women shouldn't have the right to vote because we can't get drafted. So then couldn't you argue that older people who are too old to be drafted shouldn't be able to vote either?
Well, all men have to be in the Selective Service.
Right, but the
Otherwise, we go to jail or get fined.
Right, but that hasn't been a thing for several decades. It's in remission right now. So wouldn't you argue that there have been people in this lifetime that have never been in a period where they would have to be drafted? So do they get the right to vote, those men?
I mean, we're literally about to go to war with Iran right now.
Right, but there is no selective draft right now.
But okay, whether there's a draft or not, men are still on the hook and have to have skin in the game.
But
actually,
currently they're not,
as a
because
matter
that
of
law
fact,
was repealed after
the fact that
Vietnam.
you're even arguing with me this way actually kind of proves the privilege that you have. So here's the difference. If a man turns 18, right? We're here at a college, right? State school. You can't get a scholarship or get financial aid unless you're in the Selective Service. You can't get a government job. You can't get a state job. You have certain opportunities taken away from you if you don't enter into the Selective Service. These are all the same things that women could do without being in the Selective Service.
So there actually was, I'm pretty sure there was a law that was, or bill that was proposed for women to also be drafted. If that were the case, and if it were to pass, do you think women would be able to vote then? Because now we have the same.
I wouldn't even want them in the military, to be honest with you. This is like a multi-pronged issue. Like, it's not just that they shouldn't vote. I also don't think women should be in the military in combat situations either. I think that's a man's job. That men should be doing that, not women.
Okay. I don't really know how to argue with you with that.
Well, because I got the truth on my side. Men are physically superior. So it's like
Well, women have been proven to be more intelligent on average.
most geniuses are men.
And I'm
Wrong.
Most inventions were created by men. A lot of the modern conveniences you enjoy were made by men. The microphone you're using was made by a man. The stand was made by a man. All of this stuff was made by men. Women don't really contribute to the same degree as men do when it comes to infrastructure and inventions. The civilized life that you enjoy nowadays was created by men predominantly.
Well, that's because we live in a society that has favored men for a lot of time. I mean, women couldn't even enter the workforce until...
Okay, well, explain this to me. Why is it that women are overrepresented in colleges, they're overrepresented in higher education, overrepresented in graduation, yet men still control the infrastructure and still keep the world running, despite the fact that women are more educated now than ever before, make more money? I'll tell you why. Because women choices put them in certain job fields that might not necessarily be as critical for human infrastructure. Women prefer to do
cooking
jobs
right
that
now.
deal with people, HR, firing people, saying, well, here's a safe space. Let's go ahead and have fun. Like, a lot of women have bullshit jobs. So it is what it is.
But I don't understand.
Not all, but a lot do.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I need to clarify something.
Sure.
So you say that women are stupid and they have bullshit jobs, but then you also say that, I'm sorry, hold on. Do you think women should be able to work?
What was that?
Do you think women should be able to work?
They shouldn't be prioritizing it.
They shouldn't be prioritizing
They
it.
should not be prioritizing it. I'm obviously a realist, and I understand that we live in an inflated world, and two incomes and things are expensive. But I don't think that women should be prioritizing it. And unfortunately, women don't prioritize a family or a man at all. They wait until their late 20s, 30s, they hit their epiphany, and then they try to find a guy. And by then, a lot of times it's too late.
Well, I would argue that that's more of a societal problem because women they have to be financially independent.
They don't have to be. They choose to be.
Right. It's like a choice.
In this society,
And the reason why they choose to be is because, back to what I was saying, most women don't find most men attractive. So most women...
why do you think that is?
Why?
Yes.
Because social media.
Well, I mean, it's always been that way, right? Something like 90% of women have procreated since the beginning of time versus only 40% of men. So women have already almost always disqualified a majority of men, but thanks to social media, feminism, women having their own jobs, etc., even more men are disqualified from the sexual marketplace.
You don't think that the reverse is true for
I'm
men?
sorry?
That men have become more selective as well?
Not at all. Men have become far more desperate, if anything.
That's why we have OnlyFans.
To put things in perspective, the average female has more dating options and sexual market pull than like a celebrity dude.
So yeah, we could sleep with anyone we want, but the quality of men isn't good.
No, but the point is you have access to these men.
Right, but just because we have access doesn't mean that these are good men.
That's an opportunity. That's huge. You can go on a date. Like, you can literally walk into a bar and go, and people are not going to care. But if I do that shit, they're going to be like, what the fuck? Get this thing out of here. So it's like, it's not the same at all. Women have far more opportunities than men do when it comes to
but I'm
dating.
saying,
And the issue
yes, we
here,
have more opportunity, but they're not necessarily good opportunities, is what I'm saying.
well, trust me, there's going to be a couple good ones in there. It's just that you guys typically don't want to date them because they're boring or their socks don't match or some other frivolous reason women
I feel
disqualify
like you have
guys.
a very small, specific sample size of women.
I'm sorry?
The majority of women, as a woman, and with several friends who are women as well, we don't view guys this way. In fact,
Cool. There goes your group of 3 females who are normal. The rest of these bitches are cooked. What are you talking about right
We
now?
look past a lot of traits that most people would consider problematic.
That's bullshit. The majority of women are chasing the top small percentage of men. That's just what it is. And look, that's just the natural selection. It's always been that way.
And you're in college, so you don't really get anything. You're in a fake environment.
I can see how you could believe that, seeing like your sample size, but from my perspective,
Let's use this college campus for example. Who are the guys that are fucking the most girls on campus? More than likely, probably the frat guys and athletes, right? That's more. That's a social status thing, and that's almost representative of the real world too. So the girls here at the school, you can use this college campus as an example. The guys that are going to be cleaning up and have the most sexual access are a minority of the men that have some type of prestige or status on the campus, aka a big frat or one of the athletes, right? The football team is going to get, a guy from the football team, for example, here is going to get way more girls than a guy that doesn't play a sport or a guy that's on a club team, right? So college almost sets you up for this, and it's a realistic interpretation of how the real world works when it comes to sexual, intersexual dynamics. And all the women are attracted, not all, but a majority of the women are attracted to a small percentage of the men. And this is literally embodied right here on the college campus. The real world is very similar.
so you're saying that men, like you were saying before, they should go to the gym and they should better themselves to
Absolutely.
attract more women.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, they should better themselves to become better people. The women are going to be attracted regardless.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. But a lot don't.
Right. So then, why does that fall on the women? Why should men? Why should women?
I'm not
accept
complaining about,
subpar men?
I want to be clear about this. I'm not like complaining that women are hypergamous. I'm just letting guys know that this is how women are. Because the problem here is that men aren't taught this stuff. They're taught women are sugar and spice and everything nice, be a gentleman, chivalry, blah, blah, blah. And they're not taught these unflattering and, black pill type realities about female nature. They think it's a Disney fairy tale. So that's why I put out these facts, because a lot of guys don't figure this out until it's too late. I'm sure you've heard a couple guys come up here where they gave it all to a girl, they were in a relationship, it ended up badly because, they were simping, or they treated her like an equal, or they didn't uphold their end of the bargain with, provisioning or being a
I feel
leader.
like that's survivorship bias. Only the people whose relationships didn't work out are going to complain.
Well, relationships are kind of in the toilet. We have high divorce rates. We have women that are, finding a majority of men as, unsatisfactory from a relationship perspective. Like, it's kind of, women's standards have went up, and alongside that, more and more guys are being ostracized, which, again, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just bringing this out there to all the guys out there that being an average guy no longer works.
Thanks.
All right, that's all I had to say.
No problem.
Okay, at least she didn't start chimping out on the mic. Appreciate the conversation though. Yeah, she was asking some normal questions with that females actually. Those are very normal. That's why Myron was rapid firing them bitches out, because they were pretty normal questions.
Ladies first.
Thank you.
What's up?
Earlier you were talking about, or someone came up here talking about women being on OnlyFans. Would you support eradicating like OnlyFans and porn as a whole?
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think pornography has a lot of problems. Yeah, I think it should be absolutely limited to some degree for sure. It's a big problem.
Do you think that it's more on the women that are posting this, or the men that are like consuming said content, or
Both
should it
parties.
really be on both?
Both parties.
Okay, and also you were talking about women not being able to vote, which is obviously
Yeah,
pretty
repeal
extreme.
repeal the 19th Amendment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume that comes from your stance of like modern day feminism, where women have really taken it out of its bounds. I feel if you went to non-modern day feminism, like just, I guess, Jane Addams, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, like just advocating for women to that they're worth more than just being in the home. Do you think that chivalry and all of those things that you said no longer apply to courting and dating, that could work if that type of feminism is what prevailed today?
I mean, chivalry is dead and women killed it.
So do you feel that it is solely because of women that it's dead?
It's a big contributor to the destruction of chivalry, yes. It's a big, it's not the only thing. You can make other arguments.
And how do you feel that, like, what exactly did women do? I'm curious.
Say that again?
What exactly did women do to have chivalry die on their behalf?
Because men that treat women chivalrously typically are not rewarded for that. They're punished for it. There's a reason why the phrase "nice guys finish last" is extremely popular, and it stood the test of time.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to hear your stance on that.
Yeah. No. I mean, being a nice guy never works really.
Nope. And like Myron said, chivalry is dead because women do not appreciate it anymore. And it's so funny because like women will be like, you'll hear them talking with their friends or some bullshit and be like, guys just don't even give me flowers anymore, da da da. And then they'll also be in the same breath and say the same story. Yo, I was talking to this guy, and on the first day, this idiot brought me fucking a bouquet of flowers. Like, nigga, I don't even know you. Like,
Hey, yo, that was great. Hey, yo, that was great. But we gonna let it.
You messing up my damn sounds. But anyways, like it's.
Who's up next?
Women.
Also, for all of you guys that just joined, welcome. Some of my stances: women are dumb, Jews run America. It wasn't 6 million. Indians stink. Blacks commit crimes too much, and trainees shouldn't have guns. Boom.
All right, how's it going, Myron? I mean, you've already talked about how you feel about the ideal man should be the ideal woman to be, so I'm not going to ask you about that more. But I will want to ask about is that, you know, when a man and a woman come together, they form a relationship, and then ideally a family. And I think that's something I think that's a beautiful thing. And so my question really is, or the core of my question is, how important do you think that the family structure is in our modern world?
It's critical. It's the cornerstone of any thriving society.
Yeah, and I also think like that, like you said a lot, like, you know, a woman should be home, a woman should be like, you know, making sandwiches, whatever. But like, I also think that to a degree, it's important for, you know, the man to also be home and present in his household just as much as he's working. Like, I think that it's important for a woman to take care of their kids, a woman to be, a part of the family just as much as a man and a husband and a father is.
Yeah, no, I understand your perspective, but I think when, children are young in the child rearing years, obviously the mom is going to be more important.
Yeah,
I think the dad needs to step in more during the teenage years, to kind of be more of a disciplinarian. I've always said good dads keep daughters off shirt poles and sons out of jail. So I think the father's job is to kind of come in as they become teenagers and adolescents to kind of let them know, hey, look, there's consequences to doing certain things in life. And hopefully the father will discipline the child before the state or the police have to, before they ruin their life.
Right.
Right? Like if you catch your kid smoking weed, I'm a big proponent of slapping the shit out of your kid if they do some fuck shit because they need that negative reinforcement.
You got to get the belt.
Because I'd rather your dad smack you and tell you not to do drugs or smoke weed than you get smacked by a cop and then put in handcuffs and then have your future ruined with a criminal record.
Yeah, and also like on the, I guess like, considering the dynamic of how, women should be in the household, men should also be in the household, I'm just wondering, like, do you think there's, like, any degree to which that, just as much as a man can, make money, be a breadwinner, a woman can also, like, provide, I guess, monetarily, in a sense, for, like, her family?
I think if she has, like, an at-home job that's not too laborious where she doesn't have to worry about, checking in with some boss or answering to some other man, and she doesn't have a kid, then I get that. But I think once kids come into the picture, that's got to be priority number one.
Okay, I understand.
So, like, yeah. There's obviously going to be different scenarios, and I do understand that we live in an expensive, inflated world now. But obviously, I think every guy should strive to be the sole breadwinner, and when kids come in, that's got to be the priority. And if that means she's got to quit her career, quit her career.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, all right, appreciate it.
No worries, man.
Yeah, facts. Fuck that career. If she can't do that for you, nigga, do not have them babies. You got to make sure. But this is why you niggas have to ask these questions in the beginning. Fuck that coochie, bro. It's going to be a headache. That shit is going to be a headache if you have a kid with that shit. Like, fuck trying to fuck some shit. Like, make sure if the bitch listen. Because, like I said, if she don't listen, though, bro, that's what you guys don't understand. If she don't listen, you are possibly dead. Because guess what? She's listening to somebody else. She's listening to some, and that's what you guys don't understand. Oh, she listens. She just don't listen to your ass, all right? She listens to the nigga that she want to listen to, okay? So she don't listen to you. She listening to somebody, and that nigga might be telling her to cook your ass. So that's why you cannot talk to bitches who don't listen.
Who's up next?
What up, Myron? So obviously we had a rough start at the start of the season. We lost Walter Clayton. We lost Will Richard, Elijah Martin. We picked up Xavier Lee, Boogie Fland, and we lost a few games at the start, but now we're ranked number 5. So how far do you think we're going in March Madness?
I'm not going to lie, man. I don't watch sports.
You don't watch college basketball?
No.
Dude, watch March Madness. We're going to go back-to-back just like 2016.
You don't watch goy basketball? You don't watch the goys run up and down and dunk the ball? A bunch of goys just running up and down, athletic goys. Yeah, and shit. Goyim ball. Fucking goofball.
2007.
Hey, I get it. School spirit and all, but I don't...
You don't watch Goyim ball? Keeps everybody excited.
No worries.
All the goyim around is excited for the goyim ball.
I'm a senior in high school, and I don't know how much you know about colleges, but you think I should go here or Florida State?
Who's going to give you more money?
Probably Florida, to be honest.
Go to the school that's going to put you in less debt.
All right, for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, college a lot.
Niggas a dumbass. You don't have parents, nigga? Nigga had to come up and ask this dumbass nigga.
A lot of the times it's a scam, dude. So try to minimize loans and
Parents probably
going
don't
into
even
debt.
know.
What's going on, Myron?
Idiots.
And get a degree that matters. What's up, man?
I have a question. So, what do you think is going on with the war right now, and what's next?
Well, we're in a very precarious situation. First, it started out, the war's going to be 4 days. They thought they would bomb the compound, kill the Ayatollah, kill 50 of his top, government officials alongside him. And
They thought it was gonna be quick. Killing the regime, killed the leader. They didn't give up. They have a I forgot what they called it, where don't matter if you kill the leader, they have succession under it, so they have people ready to come up. His son came up into that. So that didn't work. They was like, we're gonna bomb all their missile launchers. They said they bombed all their missile launchers. Iran is still launching missiles. That didn't work. Iran closes the Strait of Hormuz. They say, Iran, if you don't open that damn Hormuz, we're gonna bomb we're gonna bomb that oil over there on that island. We haven't seen nothing about them bombing the oil on the island, but we have seen them talking about trying to bring China and the UK and I want to say France in this because their oil is being held up too. So they're like, hey guys, your oil is being held up right now. So you think if you wanna get your oil, you're gonna have to fight for it like us. You don't want to help us fight for the oil? And everybody's like, let's just talk it out.
And that would, have people running into the streets and doing
That's
uprising.
where we're at right
that
now.
clearly failed. Then they said, okay, it might take 4 weeks. Then it might take 8 weeks. Then 100 days. And then the latest I'm hearing is like it might go into September.
Wow.
So this war is very bad. It's, a lot of you guys are young. You guys might not remember 2003 or even been alive at that point. But this is literally Iraq 2.0. And it's not good for us whatsoever for, numerous different geopolitical reasons, which, I'll spare you the details unless you actually want me to go into it. But yeah.
Right. Sorry. What do you think Russia and China are going to get involved at a certain point?
They already involved, guys. When did this come out? 7 days ago. Yeah, they're already involved. They're just not involved violently. They're involved more like they're trying to talk things out. But yeah, they are definitely already involved.
Well, Russia's currently providing Iran with intelligence. We know that the Chinese provided Iran with some pretty sophisticated weaponry and equipment. So they are assisting from more of like an assist, more of a standoffish, but support role.
Right.
But yeah, this war is no bueno, and the longer it goes on, the worse it's going to be.
Yeah, 100%. How do we stop foreign influence in this country?
We got to get rid of lobbying groups like AIPAC and other Jewish-led organizations
Agreed.
constantly lobby for
Yes.
Israel. It's
America
absolutely
first,
nuts.
people. America first. And
Yeah. It's absolutely nuts that they have so much power and leverage in the United States.
Yeah.
Of politically. It's
political
crazy,
system,
dude.
economical system, everything. It's ridiculous. Yeah. We need leaders in office that can actually step up to the podium and say, I'm against that. And I'll say James Fishback is one person that we can agree upon that is against that. And
Yeah, I respect any politician that doesn't take AIPAC money.
100%.
You
Yeah.
So.
America first, everybody. Thank you so much, Myron.
No worries, man. Good stuff. Who's up next? Any disagreements with any feminists here? What's up, man?
Sit your ass
See ya.
down.
Good to see you too,
We
man.
know
How
a
are you?
Mutual friend, John MLD. I actually invited him to be here, but you probably know he's got some surgery he's going through, so he couldn't make it.
Yes.
My question to you, knowing that you're a data guy, this dating and marriage scene, is it getting better or is it getting worse?
It's getting worse. It's getting fucking absolutely worse. Because bitches are getting worse.
I think it's getting worse, man. Not to promote the book or whatever, but I go into detail about how I think pornography, AI, dating apps, sugar dating, like there's been a stark uprising in a lot of these different categories, and I see relationships between men and women getting worse and not better over the next couple of years, because the problem is that a lot of guys struggle to get girls and get laid. So what do men do when they have a problem? They fix it. They find some type of way to solve their issue, right? This is why we have electricity and cameras and, the modern society we have. They're finding ways to make things more convenient and easy. This reproductive problem, I think, is going to be next. I mean, we're already starting to see sex robots. We're starting to see AI. Things are changing significantly. So what's going to happen is, my prediction is, men are going to be able to solve their reproductive problem of getting laid faster than women are going to be able to solve their marriage problem and relationship pursuit problem. Faster than women can solve that problem. So what's going to happen is, because obviously, guys, we create everything, so we're going to solve that problem first. And then for women, that their needs of being in a relationship and everything else like that, that's going to come down the line. And it's going to be hard to replicate because women actually need emotional attachment. They need that human element. Men are interested in things, women are interested in people. So it's going to be a lot harder to satisfy a woman emotionally with AI versus satisfying a man sexually or emotionally with AI. We're simple, they're not.
Right. So do you think it's going to collapse before it gets better?
That's what I think, yeah.
Okay.
And the numbers show it, man. Like in every single metric, marriage rates are down, divorce rates are high, women initiate most of the divorces. Women find most men as just unattractive overwhelmingly. Most men don't make enough money, or they're just not tall enough. They don't make they're not attractive. So we're cruising for a bruising, man. Birth rates are low. So these are all like very real problems.
Well, I'm doing my part. I just celebrated 27 years of marriage.
Congratulations, man.
Red back there, that's my son. That's my youngest. My other
Awesome.
son couldn't be here. And family is beautiful. I love it. And I definitely have a purview more like Andrew Wilson, the Crucible. Shout out to the Crucible.
Nice.
And I know
Yep.
you guys have different purviews. They almost track. It's like I get both of them. I get his. I see the flaws in it.
Well, I actually
and
agree
I
with
get
his
yours
position.
because yours is secular, but I get that too. You almost have
Yeah.
to adapt.
And I like Andrew's theory because his thing is like, look, don't get married with the state, which I actually 100% agree with. Like, if you want to get married religiously, do it. It's only when the state gets involved that I start to get like, nervous for people.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, kids, I used to read the Communist Manifesto. Man, I grew up. You just grow up. But this shout out to Josh, my nephew in North Carolina, who loves you, baby. Thank you, Myron, for
All right, man. No worries, dude.
Simpler stores.
Appreciate Johnny Bravo for stepping by.
Get in and out
It was good juice.
It's an Aldi thing.
Let's see who we got next. We watch one more victim, and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Awesome.
It was pretty early today. It was pretty early
All right.
today.
What's up?
What's up, Myron? I got two neutral
How are-
questions for
There
you.
you go.
First one being, do you think
How are black people destroying Nick F country?
social media benefits society in a positive or a negative manner, like as a whole? And if so, why?
Negative.
Why? And if not,
Because it's making niggas short attention span, giving fake dopamine, and it's giving women too many outlets to be whores, basically, and giving niggas too many outlets to be simps.
not why.
So yeah, negativity all around, I guess.
On the plus side, communication is easier. It's more convenient. You can stay in touch with those that you love or meet other people fairly quickly. We have more access than ever before. But on the negative side is blunted human interaction, made, obviously the pursuit of relationships and marriage significantly more difficult, especially for men. It's made it better for women, but worse for men. So it depends on which angle you want to, tackle it from. But it definitely has its pluses and negatives.
You said better for
You agree with him? Do I agree with the Nick on what? That there are a lot of violent black people? Yeah. I do.
women and worse for men. Do you kind of consider like how a chick could just have a
Well, it's not even that I agree with Nick. I just look at the stats. That's what the stats say, sir. It's just what the stats say, my brother. Not about if I agree with him or not.
picture of her profile and she gets 30 DMs immediately?
Yeah, so
if a
what
guy
social
has
media
it-
has basically done is it's given women, an incredible level of leverage in the dating marketplace to meet men and have options. And for men, it's completely, ostracized them because, we could use this college campus, right? So, like, let's say a girl goes to school here, right? She meets a guy, nice dude. They have lunch together, eat at the chow hall, whatever. But then she's also on Tinder and Bumble, and she meets some guy that's like, I don't know, a hedge fund guy down the street, right? Or out of Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Well, who's going to be more attracted to her? Well, she has this cool guy that's here on campus, but there's another guy that she's been able to connect via the internet that has higher status, is able to provide a certain lifestyle. He's older. He has these things that women are looking for. That guy that would have been a good candidate for her is now kicked to the curb, and she's going to go with the other guy. And I don't think, we put enough, emphasis on how much access women have and how that's drastically changed the marketplace and relationships and intersexual dynamics between men and women.
It's literally what I said. It allows women to be whores at an extreme rate, and it allows men to be simps at an extreme rate. It's pretty simple. Social media has not done anything for society. Why is destroying my brother? I answer super chats, brother. I don't just chat up with I don't really answer questions in chat. Answer super chats, brother. You want to ask a question, send a super chat. Appreciate you for stopping by though. Nothing too crazy today, but don't worry, I'm gonna have that fixed. So don't worry. Today is So actually, you know what? I'll answer for you since today I don't have it today. How? Oh, what? Did it hide? I think it hid or some shit. But he said, so what? I forgot what he's just. I don't know if it hid or what. That's weird. But nah, I will definitely answer you, brother. Like I said, it would just be them being too violent. That's about it. I wouldn't say we're necessarily destroying the country. We just too violent, and we're not helping. But yeah, today was did it mess up black communities? Seriously, are you serious? Oh God. All right, brother. If you want to have a chat, like I said, you have to. I'm not finna like talk to you through the chat like this. Like, how you do that? LOL. You're funny. No. You're good. But yeah, talking to you through chat like this is not gonna work. It's just pointless. But yeah, what was I about to say? I definitely appreciate you for stopping by though, and asking questions. I don't really care about people asking questions, but you really gonna have to super chat for the questions because I actually have to fucking stop and answer them, and then you niggas gonna ask more. So it's just more of a you're gonna have to start super chat. You're gonna have to super chat for the questions. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. We weren't always violent. I wouldn't say we was always violent, because I would say before the 70s, I want to say before the 70s, 60s, we weren't as violent as we are today. And I would say the most reason of that is because most of us are raised by single mothers, so that's why most of us are violent. I wouldn't blame the white man, even though the white man did come up with the welfare, but other than that, they still had to choose the welfare. So if anything, I would say most black men are emotional, which leads to violence, is because they don't have any dads. So I mean, that doesn't really have to do with white people. But if anything, I would say it had to do with the Jews, because they came up with feminism. So you would have to take that up with them. You'd have to take that up with them, my brother. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I appreciate Juice for coming in here asking questions. Gage, I appreciate you for stopping by. We had a chill stream. Also, Juice, if you want to ask questions, make sure you comment under my reels, because I definitely try to respond down there as well. It'll be easier than going back and forth in the chat like this. It'll be way easier. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. We are out of here today. I will see y'all boys on Wednesday. Peace.
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok.